Alright, right now we're going to go ahead and set up the navigation menus for the Broadside WordPress theme. So far all I've done is installed the theme. It's pretty bare bones. As you can see, if you hover over menu, nothing really happens. That's just because we don't have any menus set up. So let's just dive right in, and we're going to want to go to the dashboard, and everything's going to be done under appearance and then menus. And the first thing we need to do is set a menu name, and this is basically just creating the menu. And so it doesn't really matter what you name the menu, you'll see. So we'll just call our first menu main navigation, and we'll create that menu. Now the other key to this is that you need to set that main navigation to actually appear, and you do that by selecting this drop down on the left under theme locations and selecting main navigation, and all you need to do is click save after that, and now the main navigation we created will pop up in our theme. It's still going to be blank now since we don't have any pages selected in it, but the two are associated now and we can get started. So far we don't really have a whole lot of pages or categories or anything like that since I just installed the theme. So we can click view all, and we have 2 pages, so let's go ahead and just select both of those pages and add them to the menu. And it's pretty simple. They pop up in the menu, and we'll just save this menu and then go to our theme and just check it out just to see how it's going. And then now our menu is actually working. And as you can see, all we have is 2 menu items, and that is basically how you're going to set your menu up. Now there's a couple other cool things that we can do to this main navigation. Now one of them is we can start playing around with how we, let's say we don't want sample page to say, sample page, we want to say about page. We can click this drop down arrow, or this down arrow, and change the navigation label to about page. And then once we're done, we can either click arrow up or just save menu. Either one, it doesn't matter, it does the same thing. And then now the navigation item is about us, or about page, sorry. And that's a pretty cool feature. Later on, if you want your page names and your navigation to be a little bit different, if you want to shorten them or any sorts of things like that. Now the other cool thing about the navigation is creating submenus. And to do that, let's go ahead and we need a couple more navigation menu items for this to work. So I'm going to go ahead and add a category, and then I'll just make a custom link as well for Google, just so we can have some menu items. And all you need to do to make a submenu is you can drag these slightly to the right, and now uncategorized is now inside about page as a submenu, and we'll save that menu. Actually, we'll put Google in it as well just so you can actually see that. So both of these, uncategorized and Google, are inside about page in the submenu. It'll make a little more sense once we save this and preview it. So now we'll refresh it, and we can go back, and now you see about page has a submenu of uncategorized and Google. And the cool thing about this is you can have as many subcategories as you want, so you can go crazy there. And that's basically how you create navigation items. And if you want to change the order later on, you can just drag these around. It's pretty simple, really user friendly, and that is the navigation menus.